Have you ever noticed this about yourself? You walk into a room and without trying, you're already scanning. Who's upset, who's uncomfortable, who needs help, and who might fall apart if you don't hold it together. You don't even ask if it's your responsibility. You just assume that it is. And the strange part is, people often tell you you're so mature, you're so strong, you handle things so well, but inside you're tired. Emotionally, very tired that sleep alone just doesn't fix. I didn't wake up one day and decided to be responsible. I learned it. Growing up, there wasn't much emotional safety around me all the time. Adults were overwhelmed, conflict was normalized, fear, unpredictability, silence, all of it existed together in the household. So as a child, I adapted. I learned to read moods, stay alert instead of being relaxed, sense tension before words were spoken, take responsibility instead of taking space. I wasn't asked to do this explicitly, but my nervous system learned if I stay aware, if I stay emotionally available, if I stay useful, things won't fall apart. So I grew up early. I grew up to be someone who doesn't ask for help, feels guilty when resting, feels anxious when others are unhappy, feels responsible for fixing things that aren't even mine. And for the long time, I thought this was just my personality. Well, it wasn't. It was just survival. Let's talk about the science behind what's actually happening here. When a child grows up in an environment where adults are emotionally unavailable, my mother was emotionally unavailable, but also never affectionate towards me. I remember in school, whenever teachers said, "Well done, Sakshi," it felt good, but very strange because it was never normal in my household. So when the child grows up in emotionally unavailable environment, when the conflict is often unpredictable, when stability depends on child being good, meaning adhering to everything the adult would say, good, bad, worse. So your brain learns my safety depends on managing other people's emotions. So you develop hypervigilance, emotional intelligence too early, strong empathy but very weak boundaries, and a sense of responsibility that never truly switches off. This isn't because you're too sensitive, it's because your nervous system learned to stay on guard. As an adult, this shows up as feeling guilty when you say no, feeling anxious when others are upset, over explaining your boundaries, stepping in way before anyone even asks, and feeling like rest must be earned. If you're like me having these symptoms, I want to say to you, your brain is not broken. You are not broken. It's just trying to protect you from the past that's hopefully over. Here's the part no one talks about. Being responsible for everyone looks very noble, but it comes at a cost. You slowly lose your ability to feel light, your sense of play, your permission to need help, and your right to disappoint people. You become the strong one, but that strength becomes a cage. Here's the hardest truth. The part of you that feels responsible for everyone is the same part that never really felt taken care of. You learn to hold others because no one consistently held you. So of course, letting go feels unsafe. Of course, rest feels uncomfortable. And of course, boundaries feels cruel. But they are not. They are just corrective experiences. Now, here's how to put the weight down. Not overnight, not by just setting the boundaries, but doing these things consistently. Number 1, separate responsibility from care. You can care without caring. Next time you feel the urge to fix, ask yourself, is this mine to carry, or am I just uncomfortable with their discomfort? I know it's easier said than done. No one likes someone who is constantly looking out for conflict, and you are there to solve their problems. I am here to tell you it's not your responsibility. It's going to be uncomfortable to sit with that discomfort because you're pulling yourself back from helping them. I'm going to say, tell yourself this discomfort is not danger. Number 2, practice pausing instead of reacting. You don't need to respond immediately. I know you want to, I know you wish to fix things, but create a pause, even for 10 seconds. Your nervous system needs evidence. And when you do this a couple of times, it will become a practice. And your brain will know that nothing bad happens when you don't step in. This is also you having faith in others' strength and resilience. Number 3, Let small things fall. Start small. Let someone be mildly disappointed. Let something be unresolved for a while. This teaches your body that the world doesn't collapse when you stop holding it. Number 4, grieve the childhood role you never chose. Now, this part matters. You didn't choose to grow up early, you survived. You adapted and became this beautiful human. There's still grief there that deserves space. You're not weak for feeling it. You're strong because you have the courage to feel it and heal from it. If you feel responsible for everyone, it doesn't mean you're meant to suffer. It means you're very perceptive and very caring, but you also care about yourself. If you like this video, please like, share, and comment, as I will be putting more on childhood trauma, parentification, and how to accelerate healing without shame. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.